All right. Welcome in, back rolling. A lot of great content today, but it is jam-packed. So let's start rocking and rolling so we can start getting you, we can get you out of here and eating lunch at an appropriate time. Okay, so let's really. You sure did. I know. I love it. And lunch is important. I know. Awesome. Who's got something good to share? Who's got something good? All right. You want to do it, Norm? I was about to get Rui to do it.
Get Rui to do it too.
Just be the mic runner.
Well,
all right. What do you got, Steven?
My younger son, who recently just graduated from college, just got a job offer from Boeing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love that. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. So where's this job going to be based out of, like Seattle or?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Who else got something good? That was awesome. Who else got something good?
Sure.
He was just saying hi. Nothing good, Abdul? Come on, you got to have something. No, you're lying. Come on, who's got something? All right. Here we are. Linda's got something.
So we just went under contract on a home. It's for 1.2 million. So we're pretty excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And
Love that.
we've got a new listing coming in Parks Edge in Missouri City. It's
All
a little
right.
one story. I think we're going to list it for 320. It's got a generator,
All
4
right.
bedrooms, 2 baths. So
Nice.
if anybody's got someone looking.
All right. I love it. I love it. Cool. Thank you, Linda. Who else? Anybody else? All right. Coming over. Hold on just 1 second. That way they can hear you online.
Good morning. My name is Serena Peterson Ballard, and I've been retired 30 days from the FBI as an executive, and I was with Keller Williams in Arlington, and I'm looking to transfer here and make this one my home.
I love it. Welcome in. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to hear some stories. All right. All right. Who else has got something good? Who else can top executive in the FBI? Yeah.
So you can top that?
Yeah, top it.
I
Yeah.
can't top that.
Okay.
But I am working on my first land deal, so I'm kind of a little
Okay,
bit
all right.
excited about that.
All right. I love it.
It's for my niece, and she's buying a home, not through me, but she's decided she already worked out the deal with not an agent, just with the sales associate. And she wants the property next to her, the land next to her.
Okay.
So I'm going to work with her on that. So
Okay.
excited
Good
about it.
deal. Major learning lesson in that, but we'll cover that on another day. All right. Who else? Anybody else? I know. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Good. All right. Let's keep going. All right. Inspector Rashid, come on up. As always. Appreciate you being here. Do you want the mic?
Here.
Are you ready for you want video first?
Anytime inspector talks too much, what happens?
Yeah, you're right. Deals break. Either
Ms.
that or
Debra,
agents fall asleep.
anytime inspector talks too much, what happens?
Yeah.
Kill deals. So I'm trained not to talk. That's why I have a video presentation.
Good one.
I am Inspector Rashid, General Manager at 2Inspect, Home and Termite Inspections.
Buying or selling a home? Protect your investment with a full inspection from the experts. At 2Inspect Home and Termite Inspections, we provide comprehensive home inspections all in one visit. Whether you're buying, selling, or building, our licensed professionals ensure your property is expertly evaluated with services including sprinklers, pool and spa, sewer line scope, well and septic, water quality testing, indoor air quality, and mold testing. And don't forget, we're your new construction specialists and cover all phase inspections.
Our team of professionals complete clear and easy to understand reports on site so you can make informed decisions without delays. Backed by a 90-day warranty, for your peace of mind.
Call us today, 713-865-3722, or visit our website, www.2-inspect.com, or scan the QR code to schedule online 24/7. 2 Inspect, your home expertly evaluated.
Love it. Appreciate it, Rashid. All right.
Isaac will do a couple of drawings and tell us what you like about us.
Yeah. Well, that depends on if he wins, Rashid. All right.
One thing I liked about Rashid when we used him was that he didn't scare away the clients. He did a job. He didn't fluff anything either. He was very straight and direct, honest. Report was given right away. My clients were happy. He did a
Cool.
great job.
Love it. Thank you.
Stephen, and there you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Nimish.
No, Animesh. I'm like, yes, I won. Wait, my card's not in there. Yes. Animesh, congratulations, bud. Appreciate it.
And I have a card that I will bring it during lunch.
Okay.
Somehow I either lost it, or if I did, I will go and grab some.
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate you, Rashid. All right. We have a couple of partners here. Is Amal here?
Okay.
Okay. She's not. Okay. Well, there you are, Dave. Come on up real quick so they can hear you online.
Okay, so yeah, my name is Dave Brooks. The company I represent is Straight Up Home Warranty Incorporated. Home Warranty of Midwest is actually our real name, but we've been in business for 25 years, 26 years, and we service 49 states. So I can sit up here and tell you all day, like all the good things we do. And I will. One thing is we have choice of contractors. So you choose whoever you want. We actually are 14 months long too, so the longest in the industry. We are A+ rated with Better Business Bureau, and we have the highest customer rating in the country. So name of the game is customer service, and that's what we do better than everybody else, right? But the real value in our company is honestly me, right? Like I'm the rep. You all know what it's like to be 100% commission, no salary. So that's how I work. That's how I make my money. That's how I do business. So earning your business is what I want to do, but I will work my butt off to keep it. So I'd love a chance to earn it. And my information out there, so just reach out if you need it. So.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you all. And thank you guys very much for lunch. All right. Okay, we need to quickly go through this because we're on a time crunch. Okay, understand that DocuSign's already gone. If you're flipping out about it now, well, guess what? We've been saying it for months. If you didn't even know that, whoa, we need to have a conversation. All right, so, oh, I lost it. No, all good. Yeah, I think, yep. All right, here we go. No, this one's, the flyer's updated, yes! The dates have been updated. Norman is still continuing to support you in Lone Wolf and that learning process for that and transitioning your document creation and utilizing it for your e-signatures. 4 days a week, you can catch him all 4 days on Zoom, typically Mondays and Fridays right here, also live in the training room. Okay, they are at 9:30. How long are they, Norm? An hour? Just about an hour and a half. Okay, 90 minutes, okay? To come in here to learn A to Z of the basics of running Lone Wolf Transact. Ignite After Dark, we've posted that around. It is a national Zoom that you have two options for. I believe it's 5:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Sorry, 8:30 p.m. You can choose either one. Look at the schedule, but it's evening virtual Ignite, okay? And I lost it again. Or unless this thing, no, it's there. Nope. Whoa. And we're done. Let's have lunch. All right. All right, let me quickly talk about Camp KW. Again, it starts on Monday. I'm super excited. It's, Dana, are you ready? You want to come, or you want to say it at the end, your class thing? Okay. Okay, perfect. Dana's doing a pop-up workshop through Alamo Title. She will fill you all in, okay, at the when she comes up here to speak. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Let's pull Rashid's. Yep. Gosh, Rashid, geez. That's true. And good lunch. Yay, we're working again. All right, good call, Norm. I don't know, I can't believe I didn't think of that. All right, so Camp KW, again, big day is starting next week. Every single day next week, I'll be here in the training room, pouring into you guys to help you grow your business. And boy, do we need it. All right, there's an element of the business right now that we're really struggling in, and the industry is struggling in. Okay, so how can we get in the right mindset? How can we have the right high-level conversations to be that competent agent and provide for our clients? All right, and how can we get that business ignited and going? All right, so 3 of the 5 days, we're going to go on how to handle this business and the conversations in a shifting market like today. Okay. On Wednesday evening, I've done one day in the evening where we're going to go over the foundational models of the millionaire real estate agent. And then Sunday, there's no Sunday. Don't freak out. All right. Friday, it's all about the financial side and the financial aspect of the business building. Okay. All right. So looking forward to seeing y'all. There is an RSVP on there just so I get an idea of how many people we're seeing. And it's broken down by which days you're going to be able to make it or which days you're going to be able to take hybrid, virtually. It is hybrid, so in person right here would be the best way for you to experience it. If you cannot make it in person, there's a online option. Okay. All right. I'll get you some more info on that, but it starts next Monday. Reminder, Mega Camp is coming next week. So if you have any questions, please reach out to the leadership team. And then, of course, our South Texas Regional Summit is in October. We've already been sharing details, but we'll give you some more upcoming. All right. Barbara, you want to come up here real quick for our backpack thing? Since Brad's not here. We talked about this last week. I think, have you made that video yet? Did you? Yes, Barbara's made a video. You want to come up here? And Brad talked about it last week regarding Neri's Promise and how we partnered with her as we did during Red Day. And she does some phenomenal things out there in Richmond. And she does this backpack drive. And we, go ahead. No, you take over.
Drive. They need 100 backpacks. That's what we need. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
They need 100 backpacks. So right now we have 7. This is an office of over 400 agents. If somebody can please get us a backpack, the more backpacks we get, the more we can help them. And it's really a good cause. Those kids really need something positive to start their new year in school off with, and trying and get the quality backpacks, not something that's a $5 backpack, because then they'll be the ones that are broken in a month or they're tearing, and they're the ones, you know, how kids get with other kids and they're what you have and what they have. So please, if you can possibly get a backpack for the kids, please get them into us. And we need it by July 31st.
Yep. So there's about 8 days left. Remember, there is a setup on this. If you can scan that QR code, it's also around the office. We'll post it in the Facebook group, but it is driven through Amazon. So there is already some selected backpacks, as Barbara was explaining why. So please utilize that method. Please don't just go out and get one from anywhere and bring it in here. Okay. So they can get delivered here to the office directly if you like. Okay. And it's through Amazon. Cool. All right. Please help us out in all of that. All right. Okay. So we have a few things to cover. And the first thing I want to cover, it's not easy, but we do have a leadership update. Okay. And as I start this conversation, I like to start it with saying that we have a choice when it comes to these things. All right. And we can either choose to be saddened or we can choose to celebrate. The beauty of KW and this office especially is we're always about growth. We're always about opportunity. And woo, harder than I thought.
I know. And don't get me started.
And for 12 strong years, there's been an individual who has been a leader in that growth and helped many individuals in their own growth and building their foundation for their businesses. And growth is always important, and growth is always what we're looking for. And this individual has an opportunity for growth. And therefore, while will never not be a part of this family, on the day-to-day side, she has other opportunities. Krista, please come up.
Please come up.
Please everyone stand. Krista, please. Do you mind standing for her? Let's give her a big round of applause. She's been here a long time, many years.
Please.
She actually hired me. So 12 years ago, she hired me.
My first hire, definitely not my last. And you've been an amazing asset to this office. And I don't think anybody would disagree.
Oh, thank you. And these are for you.
Oh my goodness.
These are for you.
How beautiful.
We could get
Norm,
bigger and better.
Turn the volume up.
Because you deserve it all. You deserve it all.
Thank you so much.
Don't make me cry. Okay.
I know.
All right, let's move this here so we can still see your face. All right, you want to?
Well, thank you so much for the kind words. And it is a joy and bittersweet to be moving on to my next opportunity. And I've been here a long time, and I've poured a lot of my heart and soul. And a lot of you here, you're a result of that. All the building that the team has done over the years. And I was given such an amazing opportunity here when I started with Chad and Andy and grew. And it's been a fun ride. And so my next opportunity, my next chapter, I'm looking forward to it. I'm nervous and excited, but I will always remember the time that I've had here and the relationships that I've built. And I'm going to cherish all of that. You know, you think about the good old days, right? Sometimes you're in the good old days and you don't realize it.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate everybody's well wishes and the excitement. You have a great team here to continue to support you. You know, you have Jess and Malaya, and they'll continue to be helping with all of your accounting and commission needs and the rest of our MCA team. So I'm just really thankful, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. And we will do something.
We will.
Something TBD on the time, like a little informal get together. So just kind of watch. We'll put it out on Facebook, but I gotta get my sitter tied down so I can be there child free. So anyways, thank you so much. I love all of you. I love you guys too.
That's awesome. Always the. You want to take this big bad boy?
Let's see here if I don't cause a giant mess with this.
I know, right?
I'm blown away.
Awesome. And as Krista said, we will continue to celebrate her. We will be doing something, a social gathering to continue to celebrate her and all of the support and the amazing leadership that she's shown over the last decade plus sometime next week. So we'll start posting that out there, okay? As soon as we get that tied down, but it'll be next week. Okay, awesome. Is Keys Please on? Please tell me you're on.
Yes, we are on.
Oh,
Am I
perfect.
on?
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Yes, let's go ahead. As you get going, you want to remove the screen so we can.
Can I go
share.
ahead and share my screen?
Yes, give us
Nash?
just 1 second. We'll get you set up.
Awesome. Thank you.
Tell me when you can see me, Ricky.
Okay.
Oh, we can see you, Pam. You guys can share the screen if you want, right, Norm?
That's what I'm sharing now. Is it not coming through?
No.
Not yet.
I requested to share.
Yes. There we go. It's coming.
Can you guys see me?
Not yet.
Yeah,
It's
there we
black.
go. Now it's sharing.
Perfect.
Okay, so you can see my screen. Perfect.
We can.
Well, first of all, I'm Pam Griffith, the founder of Key Please, and I've got Ricky Logan on, who's over our client support and services area. And I wanted to officially welcome you all to Key Please. You all should have received some email messages and text messages from us just welcoming you. And there is some tutorial videos that are available to you through those links. So if anybody needs some additional help, after you get started, please reach out to support@keyplease.com and we will be happy to help you. First of all, I founded Key Please when I was a KW agent here in Atlanta, Georgia. And being a busy agent, I needed support. And so I created this app that basically connects a busy agent with an available agent all within your brokerage on demand. So if you look at a typical brokerage, and I'll talk fast, Nimesh, I know you're running a little bit behind here, but if you look at a typical brokerage, about 20% of the agents are doing about 80% of the transactions. And the other 80% are the ones that are needing experience, confidence building activities, and also additional income to hold them as they're building their business. So the primary offerings that we have are assistance for home showings, open houses, and runner activities. And so how this works is it typically works like an Uber driver would work, if you can think of Uber. And I'll walk you through that here in just a second. But we offer primarily home showing assistance, open houses, and runner activities. So somebody from your office would send out, hey, I need somebody to show a buyer of mine at 2:00 this afternoon at 123 Main Street, and I'm willing to pay $40, just like you would post in your internal Facebook pages. We digitize that process, and then it gets blasted out to all of the agents in your brokerage, and somebody claims that opportunity, and the two of you get connected right away. So we do home showings, open houses, and runners. And runners are a bucket of about anything you need to need assistance with. So it really does follow under that MREA book of leverage and needing assistance. And agents get very creative. So typically a runner activity would be dropping off a lockbox, putting out open house signs, letting a plumber in for either an estimate or a repair. Agents use it all the time for pop buys. So around the holidays, you're wanting to drop off pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving, for example, or holiday gifts around the holiday. I've used it to put out American flags in front of my neighbors' post boxes at 4th of July. We've had ALC members using it to pick up somebody else's pick up her contact lenses before a presentation that she had that afternoon. So agents get real creative on ways to leverage their time and to leverage their associates. So how it works is just as I mentioned, I'm trying to get rid of this box. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, how it works is you jump on the app. Like I mentioned, you put in the address, the time. You can do a scheduled showing or an ASAP showing. And you put in, what type of activity you're needing, how much you're willing to pay, and you send it out to all of your team members. There's 3 ways to send it out. So we all of our features are brought to us by agents and their recommendations. And one of the things that people wanted were ways by which to do a favorites list. So you may be a luxury client, for example, or a luxury agent. You may want another luxury agent to show a luxury buyer of yours. Or you may have a particular client that needs some extra hand holding, and you may want to use one of your known agents that are trusted and that you're familiar with, they've been in the business for a while, for those types of agents. Others, they may just need to see a property, and it goes out to all agents. So you've got ways by which to customize the way you send things out. It's extremely simplified in the app. You'll see that it walks you through the process very simply. I can't talk today. Sorry, guys. Once you get signed up and in the app, you can modify your radius. Everybody defaults to a 50-mile radius around your brokerage address. And you can modify that so that if you only want to go 10 miles to show a property or pick up an opportunity, this is on the claiming side. And so you won't see notifications that are 50 miles away from your address. So it just helps kind of decrease some of the noise around what you're looking to pick up. And then I mentioned the favorites, and then blocked agents. Everybody doesn't get along with everyone in the family. So agents ask, is there a way to block a particular agent? So you can block Sally from seeing your opportunities, and she won't see yours and you won't see hers, and she will never know you've blocked her. So just a little something to be aware of, that it's there. So next question is, how much does it cost? It doesn't cost any thing to download the app. There is no ongoing subscription fee. So if you use the app today and you don't use it for 3 months, you don't pay anything in between. You just pay a transaction fee when you utilize the app itself. So I've got an example here for a $30 job, if you will. There's a $6 Key Please transaction fee, similar to Uber Eats or Instacart. And you will see as a hiring agent what exactly you're going to be charged on your card before you ever send it out. There are no surprises. It's extremely transparent. And on the claiming side, you'll also see what you'll take home. There's a small charge to the claiming side. It's $1.50 on this $30 job, and you'll take home $28.50. So any opportunity out there, you'll see exactly what you'll take home. And those transaction fees help us cover our payment processing fees. One thing to note is KeyPlease does not hold any financial information. We leave that to the experts in payment processing. Anytime you're a hiring agent, you will get an email receipt to your inbox so that you can collect those receipts for your CPA. Those are tax deductible. And then on the claiming side, anybody that makes over $600 per year by IRS guidelines will get a 1099 from KeyPlease so that you can also take that to your CPA to abide by that. So it's pretty simplified. I'm going to go through the rest of this. There's just a couple more things here to say and then open it up for any Q&A that you may have. From a value proposition, we spoke at Family Reunion in 22, and we had a large team leader that had a large team here in Atlanta, and she was part of that presentation. And she shared with agents that she test drives agents on the app so that if she's thinking about expanding her team and hiring another buyer's agent, for example, she'll use different agents. She can favorite them. So if she wants to test out somebody over and over, she can do that. But she actually sees their communication process, how much their, how detailed their feedback is, what her clients thought of the agents from a professional standpoint. And she actually builds a bench by which to hire. And one thing to note is that as you're a newer agent maybe and you don't have enough of a business yet to support a buyer's agent, this is a great way for you to gain leverage by utilizing other team members so that it kind of band-aids you until you're ready to fully hire somebody to be on your team. Great news is you aren't splitting any commissions. It is literally a transaction fee. So it works out nicely for those agents that business may fluctuate, but not steady enough to hire somebody to be on a team. From a showing standpoint, we get feedback constantly about newer agents gain experience, but more importantly, confidence. And we work with a lot of productivity coaches and MAP coaches in order to help agents build their business and leverage KeyPlease as part of that. And obviously it brings them some additional income as a showing agent or available agent is building their business. We've had agents earning, $8,000 to $10,000 a year in just supplemental income by picking up KeyPlease showings. From a client standpoint, they love it because they don't want to wait for you to be able to get them on your schedule to show a property. You can show them at their availability. And I always just say, hey, I'm not available to show you at 2:00 today, but I'll get somebody from my team. I don't want you to ever miss an opportunity to see a property because of my schedule. And then after my team member shows it to you, I'll circle back and get your feedback on it. And if you're interested in it, I'll go see it with you on the second turn. From a brokerage standpoint, a lot of brokers use us as a market differentiator. They use us for recruitment and retention and part of their new hire orientation to get their new hires up and running quickly. And it's just a way to bring additional value to the team. So that's it really in a nutshell. Does anybody have any
Questions?
questions?
Yeah, so what we can do, Pam and Ricky, is we can compile all the questions if there is any. We've done a pretty good job of making sure material goes out, and we're going to continue to do that. And make sure we're giving details on what the service provides. And if there's any additional like FAQs we need, then we can just set something up or send them your way so that way you guys can answer those.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for letting us have some time today, and welcome to KeyPlease.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you,
Thanks
Pam.
so much.
Thanks for being here.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. And as you guys heard, our goal is to always continue to provide you with resources and opportunities for growth. And we found that partnering with these guys would be great for you. So if you're looking to leverage out your showings, or if you're looking to maybe make a few extra bucks and, help somebody do some showings or open houses for some kind of compensation, this is the platform that we're going to be able to utilize to keep it seamless. Okay, so that's what KeyPlease is, and we'll get you guys. You guys should have already gotten an email for your registration on that. But if you have any further questions, just catch one of us on the leadership team during lunch, okay? And we can definitely expand on that. All right, let's move on to the last piece here for today, and it's super high level. A good friend of mine reached out a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, I would love to get together with you and your market center to help pour into them. And why would I ever turn that down? There's some of you over the last couple of years that had the opportunity to take never-ending referrals with me. And by when I say with me, I'm just facilitating the conversation, because the real mastermind behind it is also the mastermind behind doing the database too. And that is none other than MAPS coach Steve Schluter, who is actually the reigning MAPS coach of the year. And he's with us today as he was telling me that, hey, there's some pretty cool stuff that he's put together to pour into you guys to help you guys navigate this market. So yeah, I don't think I need to do any further ado on that and take more time, because the floor is yours, Coach.
All right. So fantastic. Thank you, Nimesh. And let's jump in. So we're going to move kind of quickly. We've got a lot of ground to cover. We're going to talk about your database and how you can take this little asset, this huge asset really, and turn it into its full potential. And it's, how do I build a business that compounds, that grows, that when I wake up on January 1st, 2 years from now, I'm not going, can I do it again? It's, you wake up knowing where your first 24, 36, or 48 transactions are coming from, because you built a foundation. And the core of that foundation with your database is a little something we call DTD2. So today, we're going to dive into the power of DTD2. Now, Nimesh, in your market center, is DTD2 kind of foreign, or is it a kind of common concept around there?
Whoa, that's a lot of feedback. I would say it's kind of in between. We do cover it in certain classes, and yet it's, I mean, it's not regularly talked about. I'm just being transparent. And yet it has been introduced many times.
Well, in that case, we'll make sure we cover what it is foundationally. And then we'll give you an opportunity at the end. I'll put up a QR code for you guys online. We'll put a link in the chat where you can kind of call DTD2. Let me go ahead and pull this up first. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And let's see if we can make this happen. There we go. So we get into this thing called DTD2. Now, DTD2 stands for Doing the Database Too. And we'll talk specifically about what it is in just a moment. And yet what I will share with you at its foundation, DTD2 is about the most critical thing that we must do with our database if we're going to turn it into the kind of asset that we really know that it can be, or we desire for it to be. Now, before we get into that, in case we haven't met, my name's Steve Schluter. I'm based out of San Antonio, Texas. I'm part of our Keller Williams University Master Faculty, Bold Coach of the Year. Created this little DTD2 system about a dozen years ago, and don't have time to get into why, but it was really because agents weren't doing the most important job, which is connect with their connected contacts. And we wanted to gamify this, create a conversation, create a language around it. And then prior to Keller Williams, I was one of the top 20 RE/MAX agents in the state of Texas before starting a real estate leadership journey with Keller Williams. I've got a small sales team out of San Antonio. Certainly, if you've got somebody coming our way, we'd love to serve them. And check out on Amazon or Audible my business fable, Rescue Dogs in Real Estate. It's about how you move from a transactional business and to a relational business. And it's one agent's journey of how they navigated that. It's about 2.5 hour read. I think you'll find it real powerful. Let's start off today because at its core, DTD2 is about conversations. And I'm going to start with a story. And I welcome some of you guys online to chime in because we'll be able to hear you really well when I come back and I'm asking you what are some of the lessons. And then Nimesh, I'll just have you relay maybe some feedback from the room since you're close to the mic. But I want you to listen to the story.
We have a mic that we can run in here. So you're even
perfect. I want to share this little story. I want you all to see if you can catch a lesson, or what did this agent do well that took a non-relationship and turned it into a really powerful connected relationship. And so I'm driving down the interstate between Austin and San Antonio, and my phone rings, and on the dashboard it says Barbara DeLamo. Now, I'm sure you've had this happen too, where a name shows up on your phone and you just can't place it. You're going, I must know them. They're in my contacts, but who the heck is that person? And I can't place it. And yet I've got this moment. It's a 210 area code, so I know it's San Antonio. And I decide to take the call. Now, don't judge me for what I did. I hit the button. I go, "Hey, Barb, what's going on?" Acting like I knew who she was. Didn't have a clue. And I go, "Hey, Barb." And she goes, "Well, hi, Steve." I got to use Barbara's voice for effect here, guys. She goes, "Well, hi, Steve." I'm going, "Well, hey, what's going on, Barbara?" She goes, "Well, hey, I'm calling to wish you happy birthday." And I'm going, "Well, hey, Barb, thanks. I appreciate it." Now, guys, by the way, it's July 9th, and my birthday's not till July 31st. Go ahead, write that down, by the way. It's just like a week away. I'd love to get birthday greetings, from you guys. That way I know you have me in your database, right? And so, it's July 9th. My birthday's not till July 31st. I go, "Well, Barb, you're a little early." She goes, I said, "My birthday's not till the end of the month." She goes, "I know, I wanted to be the first one. Am I the first one?" I go, "Yeah, I think you are, or you're the last. I'm not sure which." And we joked around that for a second. And then, as we continue the conversation, I still going, "Who's this crazy lady calling me to wish me happy birthday, not on my birthday?" And then she says, "Steve, are you still coaching Bold?" And I said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am, Barb." And she goes, "I took the first Bold you did in San Antonio back in 2009. And she asked more about Bold. And at least now I had context for the relationship. I knew why it existed or how it existed. And we talked about Bold for a moment. And then she said, "In one of our classes, you had a sponsor. She was your girlfriend. And what was her name?" I said, "Shelly." And she said, "Yeah, are you and Shelly still together?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "We are." And she asked about Shelly. And then as we continue the conversation, she said, "I know at one point you were, you're originally from San Antonio. You talked about moving back to the area. Did you ever make the move?" I said, "Actually, Barb, I've been in San Antonio now for a couple of years." And she goes, "Gosh, I guess I missed that opportunity." And I said, "Well, of course, Barb, we presented ourselves." And then she goes on, she goes, "What are you loving about San Antonio?" And we talked about some of the things we were enjoying and doing. And then she gave me a referral to a nice brunch place called Mimosas. And then she said, "What kind of big plans do you and Shelly have coming up?" We talked about a trip to Egypt. And I'll tell you, this whole conversation, guys, was less than 6 minutes, probably 5 minutes. And it went from "Who the heck is Barbara DeLamo?" to feeling completely connected to Barbara in just 5 minutes. So what did Barbara do that took me from "Who the heck is Barbara?" to feeling completely connected with her? What did she do?
She was relatable and brought out personal information and remembered the encounter that they had together.
She gave us context for the relationship. She remembered. Perfect.
Got a lot of Fords in here.
Say that again.
We got a lot of Fords in here.
A lot of Ford. Here's what happened when I hung up, guys. I'm going, dang, I just got Forded. I mean, I got Forded and it was good. And because think about it, she asked about Shelly, family. She asked about Bold, occupation. She asked about, what are you loving about San Antonio? What have you been doing? Recreation. She asked what kind of big plans we had coming up, dreams, goals. And I hung up and I'm going, darn, I just got Forded. And I don't know that she intended to go through that entire model, and yet it happened. And it took me from "Who the heck is Barbara?" to feeling completely connected. Now, it would be one thing if that was the punchline and that was the lesson. But here's the lesson, and I want you to chew on this for a minute, and I want you to come back and tell me what is the lesson in this. See, as I hung up the phone and I looked at the dash, I noticed that it didn't say Barbara DeLamo. It said maybe Barbara DeLamo. And when it says maybe, it means they're in your correspondence. Either I've been texting with them or I've been emailing with them. And I'm going, where the heck do I have a connection with Barbara? And when I got home, I pulled up my email. And guys, I found that I'd been getting an email every 3 weeks from Barbara for 7 years. Chew on that for a second. Every 3 weeks for 7 years, I'm getting an email. And what was my response when she showed up on my dashboard? Who the heck's Barbara? So give me the lesson.
Here, Sapna.
Don't give up.
Don't
Keep
give
trying.
up.
Don't give up. And eventually you'll make a connection by
Okay.
reaching out and to a stranger who will connect with you just on a phone call and remember your name.
There you go. Very good. What else? Somebody else, give me a lesson. Zoom land.
To call, that it's okay to do the emails. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like when you actually talk to somebody, that's when you actually make a connection. And everybody who calls me back is somebody who I've actually have spoken with on the phone or in person.
Yeah, thank you. Well, here's what I would leave you with on this story, and that is this. 2 weeks later, I got the next email from Barbara. What did I do with that one? I actually opened it. I looked at it, didn't read it word for word, but actually opened it. And then 3 weeks later, I got another one, opened it. And I saw that she had value, and it reinforced her value as a real estate agent to me. And yet before, without the relationship having been established through conversation, her emails might as well not have even been occurring. So the lesson is, if you want your whole database system to work, the foundation is in the conversation. And so DTD2, which we're going into right now, is all about the conversation aspect of nurturing the relationships of your database. And so what is DTD2? It's simply a schedule, and yet it's more than a schedule. It's a discipline, it's a habit, it's a cadence. And when we created DTD2, we took the 26 letters of the alphabet, we broke them into 13 two-letter groups. You'll see seven of the 13 here. And we created a theme, and we actually kind of balanced them based upon demographics. So if you'll notice here, the first 7 weeks of the 13-week cycle of DTD2, week 1 of the quarter is A and W. And it's about 10.5% of the population. B and E, roughly 9.5%. You notice each week has a theme: sweet success, be the master of your database. Now, by the way, this is by last name. So in A and W week, the cadence or the discipline of DTD2 is you simply call everybody in your database and your MET connected contacts. And by the way, if you don't have a database, use this. And anybody whose last name begins with A or W gets a call that week. And there's some disciplines that go with DTD2 that make this really work. And when you combine it with a couple other little tactics we're going to cover in a moment, the magic happens. So there's 13 weeks, and what you'll notice on weeks 12 and 13, they're intentionally demographically small, like 1% or less. And that's so at the end of the 13-week cycle, the last 2 weeks are light. You can kind of plan and prepare for your next 13-week cycle. And during the fourth quarter, it falls during the holidays, and so it gives you a lighter load. So the last 2 weeks of the cycle are I and Q and Y and Z, and they're demographically very small. Now, there's some advantages to doing the database too. We don't have time to go through all of them, but I want to talk about one. In 2019, we paired DTD2 with Bold. And one of the things that was happening in Bold rooms all over the country was we'd have agents come to us every session and say, I called somebody I ordinarily would not have called, because that's the discipline of DTD2. In the Bold room, we said, if they're in your A and Ws and it's A and W week, you don't go through the mental gyrations of, do they want to hear from me? Should I call them? Has it been too long? You're just going to call in a TCPA compliant way. And we call that defeating call bias or confirmation bias, because you do it, I do it. We all sit there and look at that name and going, do they want to hear from me? Should I call them? And we talk ourselves out of it. The discipline of DTD2 is just make the call. If that's their week, you make the call. In Atlanta, I'll give you an example. Every week, somebody would call to me and say, I called somebody I ordinarily wouldn't have, and X happened. In Atlanta, I had a woman come to me. She goes, there's this couple I know through my kids' activities. they're kind of a luxury client. She goes, my average sales price is about 350, and they live in $1 million home. And I just would never call them because I was intimidated. And because I was sticking to the cadence of DTD2 while I was going through Bold, I struck up the courage and I made the call. And she goes, I got $1 million listing and I've got a buyer's rep agreement for a $1.4 million buy side. All from one conversation that I'd been reluctant to have. And because of DTD2, the call happened, the relationship was built, and voila. Now, another item here is I'm going to go to this one where it says a beginning and end each week. And this is something my coaching clients love because the database sometimes feels like this big animal. How am I ever going to get it all done? And when I chunk it down to just 2 letters, I start on Monday and I'm done with it by Thursday, especially with the discipline of what we call the 3 attempt approach. I get the highest absolute return I can get on that 2-letter group. And let me share with you how that works, the 3 attempt approach. And I'm going to walk you right through this. And let's say it's B&E week, and I've got 50 people. If you'll note up here, we're under Monday. I've got 50 people in my B&E group. I reach out, and by the way, you can dial 50 people in 3 hours and talk to 15 of them. And that's typically what would happen with about 50 on a Monday. You'd make 50 dials, you talk to 15 people. That's 30% of your B&E group. And yet, if you're going to optimize your database, you want to have conversations, not have just dialed the phone. If you treat it like a task, I just got to get through my dials, you get minimal return. If you want to get maximum return, you're going to do what we call the 3 attempt approach with DTD2. So on Wednesday, you're going to reach out to the remaining 35, and we'll talk about how you set that up in a moment. And that didn't answer before. And now, because they're expecting your call, you talk to 15 more, higher pickup rate. Now I've talked to 60% of my B&E group. And yet I'm not done, because on Thursday, I'll take the 20 that I've not yet connected with, reach out to those 20, connect with 10, and now I've talked to 80% of my B&E group versus what might have been 30% if I just made one attempt. So just think about that for a second. What's likely to happen if I almost triple the rate of conversations with that group by making more attempts? Nimesh, do you think I'm probably going to get more kitchen table opportunities?
Absolutely.
More kitchen table opportunities. And look at the pro tip over here. I want to go back and how do you set this up? And by the way, in the document we're going to give you in a moment, this is all documented for you. It's all scripted out. But the pro tip is when you leave the voicemail on the very first call, if I'm reaching out to Nimesh, it's going to be something like, hey, Nimesh, Steve over at Keller Williams. Sorry I missed you. Gosh, I've had you on my mind. Wanted to say hello, see how you were. I had a quick business question for you as well. No need to call me back. I'll reach out to you later in the week. So now when I call back, I'm just doing what I said I would do. And I'm not burdening Nimesh with an obligation or a commitment that he feels like he's supposed to call me. And by the way, if he forgets and later remembers, he might feel a little guilty about it. I never want to position anybody with that obligation. So with that said, Nimesh, would you be willing to help me with a little role play?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to do a little role play, and I'll go back and we'll put the framework up. I don't know if they have the handout or not. If you do.
They do. Everybody in here has the handout.
Perfect.
Online.
And so you'll have this framework in your handout. I'm going to take it down so that Nimesh and I can just engage here. So Nimesh, let me ask you a couple of questions to set this up. Also, can you get somebody there in the audience to be a timekeeper, pull out their stopwatch on their phone and time this conversation for us?
You want to do that real quick, Renee? Are you doing that? Oh, I thought that's what you were doing when you grabbed the phone.
And then now when Nimesh answers the phone, you're going to start the stopwatch. When we hang up, you're going to stop it. Nimesh, what would be something I might see personally? Now you're going to be in my sphere of influence, obviously not in real estate. I'm going to reach out to you. What would be something I might see on your social media currently that you've done personally?
That I've done personally,
Yeah.
nothing outside of real estate because I only work.
Come on, Nimesh. Well,
But
let's.
I have a daughter going to college.
Okay, so I said, hey, I see you were posted about your daughter going to college. Yeah, and I'll take that direction with you. Okay, then when we get to the real estate question, just in the interest of time, I know we're tight. Don't really have a need today, but maybe have a quick comment about the market. So that's where we're going to go. Okay, here we go. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Nimesh, Steve Schlueter over at Keller Williams. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Steve, doing all right. It's been a minute.
It has, man. Hey, thanks for taking my call. Hey, Nimesh, I was reaching out to some of my friends and clients today. I'm getting calls, a lot of confusion about what's going on in our Houston real estate market and around here in Sugar Land. And thought I would just reach out and shed some light on things a little bit. Before I get into that, though, did I see that you shipped your daughter off to college?
Yeah, we're really preparing for that. I appreciate you noticing. Yeah, she's going to be a freshman going to UT in August, and so we're just kind of nailing all that down, and it's coming up here.
I guess I missed the comment on what she's studying. What is she pursuing?
Yeah, so she's doing she's going to be in the School of Communications. She's going to pursue public relations, and specifically her goal is to be a part of a professional sports team, PR team. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you hoping she comes back for the Astros, or which one?
That would be nice, right? The Astros or the Texans, that would be really nice. Yeah.
Bring her back home, I tell you. Well,
Absolutely.
hey, Nimesh, like I said, the reason I was reaching out, a lot of confusion out there in the real estate space, and thought I'd just maybe see if I could shed any light on what's happening out there. So just curious, what do you know or what are you hearing about our market here in Sugar Land right now?
Yeah, no, it just seems like it's pretty crazy. I just feel like from everything I'm hearing, it's like interest rates are crazy and prices are super high. So it's just my perception is it's probably not a good time to do anything right now and just hang tight.
It's interesting. It's one of those things where it's kind of a buyer's market in segments of our market right now, meaning, we've got more supply than we have demand. But the interesting thing is we're actually getting people lower interest rates than par right now because of the ability to negotiate in our market. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of that. And that just lends itself to, I got somebody here in the last 2 weeks on a builder deal, 4.99 30-year fixed rate. So there's some interesting opportunities out there. So if you hear anybody in a need, just let me know. We can probably get them an opportunity of a lifetime right now. But what about you guys? Anything on the real estate radar the next 12, 24 months?
It wasn't. I didn't even think about it just because of what I've heard. But now from what you said, hey, I may actually think about it because I thought they were, in the 6s to 7s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from, when I'm on Zillow, it just looks like the prices are, sellers are asking for a lot, but you just shed some new light. So I may consider it.
Well, here's what I do. I mean, especially, if you're in process of shipping kids off and things are changing in the household, I always willing to sit down and just consult, what are your long-term, short-term plans? We can sit down at the kitchen table, discuss that. Is that something be appropriate now or further down the road?
Yeah, maybe a little bit further down the road, but I think maybe in a year I would maybe be interested even in something in Austin. That way I'm not paying a bunch of rent or dorm fees.
I'm going to keep that. Let's stay in touch with that. Of course, there's some things are moving so weirdly. I just kind of keep in touch more frequently with our folks right now. And I'll put you down to just kind of, keep you informed on what's happening out there. Hey, Nimesh, before I let you go, though, what's on the radar for the rest of the year? Got anything fun and exciting?
We're working on a few things, after we, the kids start school and my daughter goes off to college, because that's the focus right now. We'll see about maybe going somewhere in October. The kids have a couple of weeks off of school, so we're thinking something international, but nothing pinpointed yet.
What's been on the bucket list internationally?
We haven't been to Europe in a while, so maybe there.
That'll be fantastic. Well, Euro's not too bad right now. It'd be pretty good.
Yeah. And the Texans, ironically, at the time, are playing in London. So
Yeah.
Win.
Well, that'd be exciting. I'll watch for your post and all that. Hey, Nimesh, I'm so great to catch up with you. I look forward to being of service to you any way we can. We're here to help you real estate, or otherwise. So if you need anything, feel free to reach out. We'll catch up with you again soon.
Likewise. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it, man. Looking forward to
All
it.
right.
Good to
Take
hear.
care. All right, let's get the time.
Oh, 4 minutes, sorry.
4 minutes. 4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes. So, gang, what did we accomplish in 4.5 minutes? Let's get some feedback.
Yeah, a lot of talking in 4.5 minutes.
You strengthen the bonding between you and Nimesh by approaching him with some family matter,
Mm-hmm.
and that opened
Well, I was going to repeat
door to go to business. That's what I saw happening. Do you hear me?
Yeah, he said strengthening the bond by talking about family and bringing that between the two of us.
Here's what we did, and then we'll wrap up on this, and I'll put the QR code back up so you can get the power bundle. We've got 3 conversations in the power bundle. This one that we just went through, the reconnect conversation, and also a business-to-business conversation. But notice we just simply followed this simple framework. Salutation. Hey, purpose of the call. I introduced that there was a business component to the call at the very beginning, had a quick business question. I said, before I get into that, though, that I mentioned shipping his daughter off to college, or getting her started in college. And then he talked about UT. I asked an appropriate follow-up question, what's her study? And then I transitioned to the purpose of the call. Now, notice the magic question. What do you know, or what are you hearing about the real estate market here in blank? So rather than just throwing up statistics, I'm letting them tell me their perspective or what they're hearing. And the more detailed they are, the more likely they've got something on their real estate radar. And then based upon their answer, I'm either going to validate what they said is accurate and how and why it's accurate, very briefly, or I'm going to take the opportunity to educate them if they're maybe not completely informed, and maybe help them see opportunities they don't see. And I did, as there's a question that's not on here that I asked him, I said, so anything on your real estate radar next 12 to 24 months? And I say 12 to 24 months on purpose because there are people out there that want to do something. They just think it's not a good time. And so they'll say down the road. And then when you highlight maybe the opportunity, 12 or 24 months down the road becomes 24 days down the road, or 2 to 4 months down the road. And then this case made an offer. I asked, kind of urgency on that. Either I'd set an appointment then, or I'd just follow up as we go along. I transitioned out of the business conversation, closed with a forward question, and we could have taken a little deeper, but I wanted to. I know we're running out of time, and then we closed the call. And it was that simple framework that we ran that allowed it to see a simple business conversation. And by the way, this week is D&O week. So if you're thinking about starting DTD2, everybody whose last name begins with D or O gets the phone call. People with the last name P gets a simple text, just thinking about you, hope you're well. Nimesh, any thoughts or questions before we wrap up?
No, we're always a big fan of not only the DTD2 in our world here at, in our group of market centers, but also never-ending referrals. So whenever we have an opportunity to bring you on, it's always a pleasure. And as one of my colleagues, I know you are one of the historically top bold coaches around the country. But I personally am also aware that you also do one-on-one coaching, right? So
yes, sir.
If you would like to explain your ideal client for anyone, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, an ideal client for me, Nimesh, is probably somebody that has a current database to 200 and 250 or more. So they've got a foundation to build on, or they got the ability to build one quickly. Probably doing 6 million or more, ready to take it up to the next level. That there's a lot of hidden opportunity in your database. That's my velvet rope. It's the database. And so if somebody's really ready to optimize that, love to talk to you about how we can make that happen for your business. So when you connect with us, we'll reach out to us. We're happy to visit with you if you like.
Absolutely. You guys can reach out to me too if you want further information on Steve. Andy's put this QR code up, which will give you a lot more information on the DTD2 and a lot more collateral and some value pieces there. So that's awesome. Well, awesome, Steve. I appreciate you joining us as always. Thank you for pouring into us. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. And yeah, and maybe some never-ending referrals or anything of that sort that you have to deliver. We'd be more than happy to bring that forward.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Steve Schroeder, guys, Maps Coach. Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Cool. Well, I know we had a lot today, so I appreciate y'all's patience. I hope y'all took that in because the power of relationships and the power of conversations are really big. It's the most important thing in our industry. I know some of you have seen that little graph I've shown y'all on the value of conversations and communication. The value of communication at the top is always voice to voice and face to face is the #1 way to communicate for best conversion and build relationships. So don't forget that. Cool. All right. So let's get our business partners up here. And I believe we have one of our lunch sponsors is here as well. So if we want to, you want to come up real quick. And let's see, is this working? Come on up. Come on up. You can go first. Yes. Come on up. You need to be up here because they can see you online. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amal. I'm a loan officer in Branch Management Security National. We are a nationwide company. We serve in every state. And myself, I serve in 15 states. We are multi-language branch. This means I speak Arabic myself and my assistant speaks Spanish. We have even speak French. So we speak every language in the branch. We do all kind of loans, okay, especially the hard one. I just want to bring your attention to something, a program you may get benefit from it, all of you, which is the rent to own program. If your client not qualify for loan, okay, and you know they not qualify for the next 6 months, please reach out for us, okay? We can give them in a house, okay, by rent to own, and they're gonna earn the equity of the house. I will not be able to explain the whole program. I know I have just 2 minutes, but if you have a question about this program, please reach out for me, okay? And I will give you more details about it, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome. All right.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for allowing us to come participate in the meeting. Wanted to say something real quickly. I know you're very interested in taking on listings, correct? When you take a listing, one of the things I can advise you is to notice deficiencies with the home. Give you an example. I've got a guy that's buying a house. They did inspections on the home. The listing agent listed the house, took pictures, but when the appraiser came out, he noted peeling paint, rotten wood, and cracks in the brick. The reason I'm bringing this up, FHA is going to put a huge flag on that because we were doing FHA financing. Conventional financing would also have issues with some of those. If you want to sell a house, your sellers have to make the house ready, firstly, to get top dollar. But because of these things and changes, the sellers finally moved forward. They had already had an FHA loan and an appraisal, and they talked about the same thing before. They've attempted to sell their house now for 5 months. This loan is delayed because once they decided to do the repairs, the appraiser has to go back out to verify that they were done. Reason I'm bringing it up is you need to do it. Your job is to get top dollar for that house, and you want a smooth transaction. We get blamed for delays, but it's the house condition is what negated our ability to get closed. But we're here for you. We're working on some things. If you're interested in Mega Camp, we are going to be hosting the happy hour with a couple of the other
party
here. So just want to let you
Dale
know.
throws a party. I'm
See
telling you.
there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Hey guys, my name is James Acosta. I'm with Farmers Insurance. We are grateful to be the Market Center's insurance partner. We brand ourselves as a farmers agency, but we write through like 20 different companies to serve y'all. 2 pieces of information today. Number 1, in front of some of you guys is this handout. It is the flood maps in Houston are being revised. That's going to mean that some homes that are currently required to carry flood insurance will be no longer required. It will be optional for them, but it also means that some homes that are not required to carry flood insurance will now be moved in to being required to carry flood insurance. We can evaluate that for you guys when you have a buyer. That's why it's important that we be evaluating insurance during the option period. We have a process for that we can share with you. But there is a QR code on this, and it is an interactive map. You can literally scan it and you can put any address in it, and it will tell you whether that address is going to be affected by these zone changes,
Oh,
right?
cool.
So yeah, that's a value add to you guys. Also, reach out to us. I mean, I want to have a conversation with you guys about this and other things, but that's just one piece of information for you guys. We'll be bringing a class. NAF Dale was asking me, hey, James, let's put together a class. And I said, this is going to be a great subject. Nimesh, we'll probably look at targeting September because I know maybe the August calendar's already been built, but we'll get that figured out.
Okay. Cool.
Lastly, talking about databases, and Dave is, I mean, Slater is awesome. I mean, I've sat in his boardroom before, incredible. But speaking of databases, we put this together. If you guys don't know, there is as of yesterday, there is a name store from the Gulf of Mexico. I think it's named Beryl, right? As of about 10 a.m. What's it? Bertha. Sorry. Thank y'all. Y'all, it's moving fast.
That's PTSD. So the barrel.
Yeah. Okay. So check it out. As of 10 a.m. this morning, insurance companies began stop binding authority.
But you're still doing it, right?
What's up?
But you're still doing it, right?
Well, I wish I had that magic wand because then I would have no competitors. We do still have companies, at least on the way here, that were still writing insurance, but they, like dominoes, they all began falling. So we have this PDF on this form. Just text that number with your name, full name, like, because I have access to the phone roster, but just say, hey, James, all you got to do is put your name in there and we'll reach out to you. I can get this flyer to you over in a PDF, and it talks about binding restrictions and what it means for your clients. And it'll be a great database touch for y'all. So just text that number with your name and we'll get it over to y'all. But thank you.
Good deal. That was creative.
Because I don't want to delay the meeting. I'm going to let them.
Yeah, perfect. Good call. Thank you. Yeah, Christina is passing out some things out here. We will just know Barbara's going to walk around and collect these little slips for the market center. If you'll.
Does everyone have $1? Just checking. Yes. Hold up your dollars. Oh, you didn't get one. Okay. I think I got everyone. All right. Cool. Hi, guys. I'm Christina with Majestic Title. It's so nice to be oh, here you go. Yeah. Okay. So nice to be in public. And here with you guys today. I've been out for a few weeks. I had an accident at the gym and I was on bed rest for 4 weeks. So I'm happy to be a productive member of society today and bringing y'all money. Okay. So what's the quickest way to cause your deal not to close? Do you have to have a home warranty to close? No. Do you have to have title insurance to close? No, you don't. If it's a cash deal, you don't have to have title insurance. Do you have to have a lender if you close? No. Do you have to have a survey if you want to close? No. Okay. What do you have to have if you want a deal to close? Money. All right. So everyone has their dollar. Okay. Now that I've eliminated everyone in this room as a necessity to close a deal except for money. Yes, cash is king. And you got to have it. So let's go over the acceptable forms of bringing your closing funds to the title company. Sound good? All right. Can you bring me cash to Majestic Title? What if your cashier's check is off by like a penny? Can you bring me a penny? No, correct. Okay. How about a cashier's check? Can you bring me a cashier's check? Yes. Does anyone know what big banks are doing with cashier's checks these days? They're not verifying them same day. So if you're so if you call Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, they don't answer the phone. So how do you expect us to be able to verify cashier's checks same day if you want to close same day? Grab the manager's business card and bring it with you. That way we can call them directly on their cell phone and they can verify it. Okay? Can you wire me money to close? Yes, correct. Okay. Can you ACH me funds? All of y'all say no. No, do not ACH me funds. And why? Yeah, okay. So title companies, we have to close with what's called good funds. And unfortunately, an ACH can be recalled or postponed up to 2 weeks. So if we don't have the money, we're not closing. And a lot of times an ACH takes a while to be returned or stopped. So if your client accidentally ACHs something and it's, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 grand, or maybe they're, ooh,
Lights out.
lights out. Maybe their whole closing amount. It could take a couple days to get it back. So just be on the lookout for that when your clients are bringing money to closing. Other than that, if y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. We'd love to work with y'all. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Y'all all may keep your dollar.
All right.
Hi,
Dana,
everybody.
what you got?
I'm Dana Saranathan with Alamo Title out in Sugarland.
I was trying to get your.
I
Oh,
know.
Norman's got it. He's already on it.
coming up.
Look at that.
Okay, we'll be hosting a pop-by workshop. For those of you who may not be familiar with the concept, it is the working by referral systems. You will be creating little pop-bys, which will include little goodies to drop off to your clients. Each one of you will leave with 10 each. If you scan that QR code right there, you'll be able to register. Registration is required and mandatory because we do provide the supplies to you guys. All I need is y'all to come with yourselves, 10 business cards, a smile, and be ready to have fun. One of your agents actually in this office I do this group as well within my office, and she dropped one off a year and a half ago. She might be online. I won't call her out, but she's there. And she got her listing, I think within this month, because she's about to list it. So they do work. Brian Buffini is a huge advocate for this system. It's a personal touch. It's getting in front of them. If you don't have a database and you're trying to grow your database, this is the way to do it. You can take this, take it to your doctor's office, your dentist's office, PTO meetings, places, soccer, football, whatever it is. So it's a great opportunity for you guys. I just emailed this one this morning, so they won't have it yet. I will also be hosting a 1031 exchange class here on August 25th. We're seeing a lot of this right now, investors moving money. If you're not familiar, you're not getting a code to work? Maybe because this little footer is blocking it. But it is online. It is on your Facebook group. And if not, I can text it to you guys. So we'll also be doing a 1031 exchange class here. I know I've spoken about our app, the Alamo Agent app. I actually had a one-on-one with Amita yesterday, and she can tell you how incredible these platforms are. It was really, really helpful for her to understand how to navigate through, especially listing appointments, buyer consultations. So I have a class coming up. It's a webinar on August 11th. I'll post all of this on Facebook for y'all to see. So that's kind of what we have out here. Y'all know I love working with y'all. If there's anything you need, I'm here to support. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Appreciate it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for your patience. We know we had to go a little bit over today because of all the info that we had. Go utilize it. Make it a good one. Question. It'll get all posted. She just made it today, so we'll get it out there. It's not till August 25th. Yes. All right, guys. Enjoy your lunch. Those of you here online, go make it happen. Have a great day. We'll see y'all soon. See you on Monday. DJ Norm, take it away.